Lincoln Legends Lore and Lagniappe, presented by your Lincoln Parish Museum and Historical Society, celebrating 50 years of community support. Enjoy as our museum director, Rick Godley, takes the time to capture the stories of life in Lincoln Parish from the characters of Lincoln Parish. In this episode, Rick had the opportunity.
Let's come back to Ralph Waldo Emerson Jones. For the sake of those that are watching this in 2025, we hear this phrase, Coach, they're student athletes. Well, we know that the athletic departments of the university system in 2025 is not what we're talking about when Ralph Waldo Emerson Jones started football, started baseball, started all the sports. He was an educator at heart, but he understood the value of that extracurricular activity called sports, and he did it all. He was the president of Grambling State University and the coach of all those sports.
All the sports.
So just to make sure that people fully grasp that, he's not a Nick Saban. He's not a coach that gets $10 million a year. This is a man who did it because that's who he was.
No, he knew that through sports could set a tone for the academics. And he had to have something that was going to create interest in the minds of not only the male student, but the female. He believed in starting basketball, women basketball and all that. The old gym where the museum is now, that was the gym for everything. Everything was built in 1939. And everything was happening right there. So what President Jones say, we have to get our kid. Now this is recruiting now. See, he's way ahead of his time.
Right.
Now he's setting up a tool, not only recruiting student athlete, but he said, if you got good programs, people will come. People are going to come to the games. They might not have a stadium, but they have a chair. And they'll come and watch the game. Prez was the only baseball president and baseball coach in the country, because his background was baseball. He threw the curveball. When he'd be calling, and I was in the dugout, he'd be calling and he'd put up on his fungo, and that means that a curveball. If I drop it down below, that's a fastball. But he cared about that. And so he built the school around the Saints when Mr. Adams retired and Prez took over. They said Adams was the founder, Jones was the builder, and they said it right. He went to work. Farmland. We had all those cows, and Prez got buildings because of the peaches. He used to take them to people throughout the state. People laughed, but we got a building. We got books. When Ralph Jones would speak, ask Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor said Ralph Jones helped him how to deal with the board of trustees.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a caring man about everything, everybody, people. And let me tell you something. He could walk across that campus and call your name, Wilbert Ellis. He had that kind of touch. These people cared about people.
You've heard the phrase, people don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. So as I'm talking with you, Coach Wilbert Ellis, he cared, and that's why I'm enamored with watching you over my tenure of knowing you, that you care because you were cared for.
Yes, I mean, that's true. And I tell you, I just wanted to be I knew I couldn't be a Ralph Waldo Emerson Jones, I knew I couldn't be a Eddie Robinson, but I could be a Wilbert Ellis.
That's right. That's right. And Ralph Waldo Emerson Jones knew that, so that when he passed the reins to you,
Yes.
he walked away knowing full confidence that Grambling State University baseball was in good hands.
He called me to his house and said, I'm getting ready to retire. And I said, yes, sir, Dr. Jones. I said, yeah, Prez. And Miss Holland, the lady who cooked at the house, fixed a big dinner for us to eat. Every day after practice, because we'd go over to baseball practice and everything. And I wanted everything, I had everything ready before Prez would arrive at the field. I'd have everything. Guys, we were going through this part of training and everything, and then our spreadsheet, timelines, then he'd just have it like that. I wanted to do everything I could to make it easy for him to be able to reach that milestone that he's so deserving. Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted.
Thank you for watching Lincoln Legends Lore and Lagniappe, presented by your Lincoln Parish Museum and Historical Society, celebrating 50 years of community support. Please follow us on Facebook for all future events as we celebrate our 50th anniversary this year. Thank you once again for your contributions of support. This has been a Godleyworks for Nonprofits production in association with Rick Godley's ATL Features. ATL stands for All Things Local. ATL also stands for All Things Lincoln.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Good night.